Me and Tez could get in the octagon. And it would be entertaining.
Yeah.
And we ain't got no fighting.
Ability.
You know what,
No
though?
fighting.
Something like that.
Sometimes not.
Experience. Like,
To be fair to UFC,
professionally.
sometimes not, man.
check the scores before you come with your reckless talk.
Go check that.
Sending corn, banter my team, and we banter yours. For the win, taking no L's, we don't do draws. Don't press pause, keep your ears peeled when Tessie talks. When's the time?
What's going on, people? Yo, listen. Yo, we need to talk to management, you know, because this, I tell ya, it's not on, man. It's not on. Man's in a jumper and body warmer, man. My brother, my co-host is here.
Heat
in a
is
coat
on.
and hat. Heat is just blasting. And man, I'm shivering like dog. I don't know why, man. I'm so happy and giddy anyway. Bloody England are shit. I can't believe this. Man,
I'm not still pissed, you know.
I'm fuming, blood. I'm fuming, fam. You know why I'm fuming? Forget everything else. I'm fuming because I let England do this to me every tournament, bro. I don't understand it, bro.
Fuck right now,
I
boy.
don't watch friendlies. I don't really watch international football, but you see the tournaments, I'm involved. As you lot seen from the tours, we was outside having fun with the folks. And England, again, bottled it. And you know what my problem is, yeah? Is that, you know, if we actually played a game and it was just like, we give everything, we just wasn't good enough, there's always something that we can moan about, whether it's Kane being shit, whether it's fucking the referee being shit and dodgy, whether the manager just made poor decisions. I've never watched we've never got knocked out. Last 15 years, I can't say we've been knocked out by
A fair game.
yeah, like, you know what? We just
I don't
weren't
like
ready.
using the word fair because that sounds like man I'm bitching in it, but like just lose on the last and you can't point fingers.
Yeah,
to
like,
anyone.
you know what,
everyone
everyone-
tried their
yeah,
best.
bro.
Keeper was fair. I mean, the ref was fair. Everything was fair.
Yeah.
We just lost. That hasn't happened.
It hasn't. I couldn't tell you the last time it happened for England. Like, it's always something where you're just like, fucking hell. Because we could all sit here and say if Kane took the penalty away that a lot of people probably would have bet their house on, then it could have been, would have been, should have been a different story.
House,
but
car,
we can't.
wardrobe,
Everything, bro.
clothes on my back.
Everything,
blood.
fam. Kims, talk to them, man. How you feeling?
You know that feeling the day after your birthday, and your birthday's gone. You're like, fucking hell. Like the tension's gone. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
the hype's
yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
You're just on a downer.
Yeah, it's not all about you anymore.
You just feel down.
It's not all about you
And you're
anymore.
thinking, I gotta wait another year now.
Yeah.
We gotta wait another 4 years just to be gassed up again.
You know what's mad? Every tournament, I'm just like, nah, never again. I'm not getting invested like this. And I just,
But look, man, I said it, fam. This is the match I got invested in because I thought, now we got a chance.
bro, France didn't have nothing, in my opinion.
Twisted it, man.
In my opinion.
But man, we're getting to the game and whatnot and the World Cup. We need to, get our heads on. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know why I did this show today. I'm fuming still, I'm fuming.
But we're back, man.
You know, we're back.
New week.
Tours cancelled. Sorry, guys. I know you was loving it and that.
The summer, when the summer
Tom was
hits,
brought
you
down,
get me?
wheels fell off. Driver said, can't do this no more, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's peak, man. It's peak. Don't blame us, blame England. Blame England. Quick shout out to the sponsors, Doe Sip Shack. Get on the website, people, www.sipshack.co.uk.
Christmas soon reach. You get me?
You
Go
need
and
to
get,
look a rum shack in your life, so
you get
can't
me?
lie.
Rum shack, sip shack, every shack. Great flavour, fruit punch. Don't really do the passion and mango again. That was a limited edition, so if you miss it, you miss it.
I miss what?
Right, that's enough of that. On to Tweet of the Week. So I'm so cold, I can't even get involved in the jingle, people.
Tweet of the week. New takers. You get me?
Games, read the tweet for the people then.
Alright, so this week's tweet comes from Sports Bible, and it's a quote from Mr. UFC Dana White himself.
I think I said this, you know.
Dana White on football can't stand soccer. I
Disrespect.
think it's the least talented sport on earth. there's a reason 3-year-olds can play soccer. Okay,
Crazy.
you run around and kick a ball. Do you know how untalented you have to be to score 3 points when the net is this big?
Do you know when like someone goes off on a quick tangent, you know, like a quick one though, like someone's fired a question at him and he just said something. He didn't think about what he said.
He did
there
not
at
think
all,
about
man.
anything he said.
He did not think about anything.
And the thing is, you can tell he doesn't watch football.
Yeah, fam.
He's just got like,
Man said
I
score
don't,
3
I,
points.
I don't know. I don't know what perception he has of football, but he clearly doesn't watch football.
But then why stick to UFC, man, so you get
clearly
wrapped
doesn't
up by
watch
these football
football.
fans, but Carl, yeah, hooligans are a real thing.
I expect better from him as well because he's a man.
He's a sportsman
Yeah, he comes across to me as a talented, calculated guy.
and
You get
respects
me?
over sports
Yeah.
and shit. Like,
So for him to make a brash comment like that, especially regarding something he clearly don't knows nothing about, then it's just ignorance, isn't it? That's what it comes down to.
Basically.
It's ignorance
Yeah.
because people,
lack of thought.
I'm sure he's been in a position where people were bashing the UFC and MMA and all that stuff in the early years. You
One
get
of the
me?
most dangerous sports in the world.
Exactly. But now he'll be the first person to defend it and tell and portray the fact of the art of the sport. You know what I mean? So there's an artistry to every sport. Not everyone can just. It's not just about talent. You get me? There's loads of different things that come into it. It's just chatting shit, bro. You know, you know what Americans are like, bro.
just chatting shit from man said a 3-year-old complaining.
You know,
no skill.
I was letting the man them voice their opinion, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, can I even try and play devil's advocate on this one here? I can't even play devil's advocate. Like, I see what he's saying in terms of this. My man was talking shit, bro. That's
shit.
like, you know what? There's a lot of sports I don't watch, like golf. I think it's a granddad sport. I don't really watch. Was it MotoG? The bike version of Formula One. I'm not even gonna call it by its name. Call it that.
I've watched it. I don't watch
Even
it.
darts. Like I don't watch darts.
Nah, I watch darts.
I watch
now and
darts.
then.
I don't watch
Yeah, my brother
darts.
watches
You know
darts
how
and sometimes I
easy
watch
it
it,
would
so.
be for me to sit here and say, friggin' now, all you gotta do is
Throw a dart.
listen. I was about to say something so marvelous, bruv. Oh my days. A man was about to say, you know
Yeah,
how
I ain't gonna say
easy
it.
was it be to swing, and then you use your imagination and what the rest of the sentence would have been. But friggin' now, what you gotta do is get the golf ball in the hole. Like, this doesn't really look like there's much techers to it. You just gotta throw a dart at a board. Like, you can, if you don't watch something, it's easy for you to slander it. In terms of what he's saying, like, 3-year-olds can kick a ball into a net. 3-year-old don't 3-year-olds fight each other when they have a disagreement? If they don't know how to behave, and act orderly, don't they just start swinging punches and all that? Isn't that what you do in UFC? Or is there some form of techers to it?
The way I look at it is, for football to be entertaining, there has to be some sort of
Skill barrier?
skill and
It's a skill check. The whole thing's a skill check.
yeah, like we can watch Sunday League football and it could be a mess at times, but when you watch the best footballers in the world, the talented football, there's no sport like it. But you appreciate the skill aspect, but when I look at fighting, a lot of the scrappy fights are the best fights. Do you know what I mean?
With no technique.
No technique.
The one that have
The
technique.
ones that been filmed on a bloody pixelated camera that you see on Twitter, them fights, they're probably some of the best fights you see.
Yeah.
So for him to say that it takes no skill and all that shit, no talent, like, it makes no sense.
Listen, I'll be honest.
Fighting, obviously, the best fighters, I know their talent and that, you get me? But for it to be entertaining, football, like, fighting's entertaining regardless for me, you get me?
Some of the best fights are the ones where both of them drop their technique and just go at it.
Just brawling.
Yeah, like that's why you have such thing as brawling.
No skill,
So
just
if you really wanted to go for
just
it,
blow
you know what
for
I'm saying?
blow.
But
I'm
even
saying
say,
this,
a lot of your
right.
fighters
No
on that UFC list there, mate. I know they're just swinging punches in it, just like a man's on the pitch just kicking a ball. It must be that easy. And I'm sure you'd have a problem with that.
I'm sure he's took his comments back by now. Surely.
Listen,
Surely.
well, I'm gonna say this: there is more entertainment in a tactical football game than there is in a tactical UFC fight. Because when you're tactically fighting, like, I'm gonna hold off, or I'm just gonna keep playing defensive in terms of how you're fighting in your technique. That shit, no one want to see that. Man, want to see like bloody noses and all of them things there. And you fighters don't, like, obviously you do it, but you win by technically beating your opponent. That shit, as somebody to watch that shit, is dead. Like him said, the best fights and things like that. Even UFC and friggin' boxing, the best fights are when it's just. When Dylan White's just moving mad, just throwing wild bangs
don't get me wrong. Like, you appreciate when, like Mayweather, like a lot of people don't like watching Mayweather fights because he's so skilled at what he does. He doesn't get hit.
You're right.
Like, he just avoids every punch. You get me? But the fighters that just go at each other, just banging in the middle of the ring. They're the best fights.
Facts.
You get me?
Facts.
So it depends. It's each to their own, innit? Like, it depends what people want to watch. Clearly, Dana White
don't watch
football.
Just don't watch football.
Clearly, you know what I think it is as well, though?
That's okay, though.
I think it's a thing where, obviously, the World Cup's on. Everyone's talking about the World Cup.
No one's not interested in your fights,
No one's not interested in UFC. Obviously, certain fights have been on that man are looking out for. I fuck with the UFC. I'll stay up and watch it. But like, the World Cup is a global thing. You get me? It's the World Cup. Football's the biggest sport in the world.
Exactly.
So for him to say something so
you can't
crazy
just,
like that,
you can't just dismiss football like
he's
that.
moving mad
bro.
still.
Football has more. A man
said, I think
fans.
it's the least talented sport on
It's an
earth.
open invitation for Dana White to come here and we can explain football for you. Get me? Show you
Me
the
and Tez could
technique.
get in the octagon. And it would be entertaining.
Yeah.
And we ain't got
A
no
fight can
fighting.
Ability.
You know what,
No
though?
fighting.
Nothing like that.
Sometimes not.
Experience. Like,
To be fair to UFC,
professionally.
sometimes not. Man, remember that fight, Kimbo and 3000?
Oh yeah.
That was one of the worst fights I've ever seen.
Yeah, I get you, but as I said,
We're
but
talking
even
generally
but
speaking.
that, in my point, Kimbo was a street fighter.
Yeah.
You get me? He's not the most talented fighter. He's just a brawler. You get me? Like, so it's not even a skill aspect.
Exactly. He's just brawling.
Yeah.
People need to stop. People need to start disrespecting football. Like I get when
It's
I
not
hear
people, bro. It's Americans, man.
Yeah, Americans.
It's
then
Americans
They
slash
need to
people.
stop still.
Anyone that doesn't watch it and has an opinion on
Yeah,
it,
they need
bro,
to stop
try it first, innit?
disrespecting
You know what I'm
football.
saying?
You get me? Because it changes, like any sport, it changes lives and it does good things. But like when people say, "Oh, I don't get it," all you're doing is kicking a ball around. How do you get
One of
paid
the
so much
biggest
money?
sports in the world as well.
In that aspect, there is an argument to it. But to say there's no talent in it, I like to see you have a go. You try and play football, 101 versus my guy Capo. He'll have ya.
What's that?
And you're an athlete. Football, bro. Don't worry.
Yeah,
I ain't trying.
spinning man.
You see, but you see certain Americans try to kick a ball.
UFC
Like,
fight, Pablo Carla,
I've seen a couple man on Soccer AM and that, like Kevin Hart, and just like try to kick it, like take a penalty and stuff. They can't kick a ball.
Man can't kick,
So
fam.
for man to diss football, saying there's no skill
Kick a
required,
ball
and
in
man
the
can't
net.
kick a ball at a goal.
From 16 yards out, you're not kicking the ball in the net that easy, mate. Trust me, and past the keeper at that.
Facts.
Like, it's not as easy as it looks, my boy. But as I said, man, there's an open invitation for you to come and we can sit and explain it for you if you like, mate. You know what I'm saying?
You get it.
It's come watch Arteta's men, fam. Trust me, that's real.
I don't know
ball.
about that, but Ten
Real
Hag's
ball.
arm is decent as well.
You
You
get
know
me? Arteta's. Boys balling out, man.
Told you about
Come
these
on, man.
Arsenal, man.
Quick question,
World Cup signing. This is what they're talking about. What we saying, fam?
Man think footballers get paid too much.
No,
I heard you just mention it. I don't either.
I don't think footballers get
No.
paid too much.
No. Compared to what other people get paid in other sports, no chance.
Nah, but footballers get paid one of the highest though.
Don't wanna-
Not footballers, but a very select few footballers get paid the highest in the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah, but
So do other sports.
Nah, but like,
You know some of the richest athletes in the world are like
tennis players and that.
tennis players,
NBA
NFL players and that.
Yeah,
Right.
but Ronaldo and Messi, fam, them man were at the top of the whole
But
list
that's
at
just
one
two,
point.
man. We're
Yeah, but
talking on a
that's what I'm
whole.
saying. No, but like, you could.
I just think-
you could still say,
Well,
them two
regardless
get
of
paid
the
too much.
sport, regardless of who you are, you get paid what you're worth. You get
Exactly.
paid.
That's why- that's
what
why I
you
think
bring
it's
to your
completely fair.
sport and bring to your field. It's just like any job. What I'm worth to my company is what they pay me.
I don't think.
Facts.
I
You
don't
get me?
think it's
That's
that
the
as
bottom
well.
line.
I don't think it's that. You know how I look at like how much you're willing to pay a man. You see, if Ronaldo comes to your team, how much are you like down to start making from him coming in?
Exactly, but that's the whole
pay
thing.
him. You have to pay him accordingly.
Your worth is also what you're gonna make them.
Thank you. Like,
Do you know what I mean?
Ronaldo's gonna come to your team and make you like fucking 70% of your profit, bro.
You see people.
So you have to pay him about 70% of your profit, then, innit? Not literally, because you still got to make dough, but
Yeah.
he has to have a big chunk of that company at that point, because he's bringing in most of the revenue. You know what I'm saying? So it reflects on how their marketing is on and off the pitch as well. That's how I look at like who gets paid what and everything.
Facts, you ain't lying. But you see what it is with me, man. I hear people say that civilians, whoever, just like, oh, they get paid too much money. The NHS should get paid more, and this should get paid more, and I hear all that, and I do agree. However, if your son, if your son or your partner or whoever, your daughter, whatever, was bringing in them racks every week, you're not gonna be there talking about they get paid too much. It's not that. It's not that.
You mean like
it's-
if the money was around you wouldn't give a shit?
They wouldn't care,
Yeah,
bro.
but,
Like
yeah.
it's not their fault that they get paid so much. What are they supposed to do? Say no, give it to charity. Who in their right mind? There is a small few people in this world, but we're talking the general here. No one is saying, nah, you can pay me a little bit less. You're gonna pay what they're giving you.
Yeah, facts. Like,
Like,
people more like teachers. But it's like, what do you want teachers to do about their flipping like 9 to 3 o'clock shifts when your kids go to school 9 to 3 o'clock? What do you want them to do? Stay until 5 for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You get it?
It only makes sense, bro. Like they have them times because that's the times your kids go to school, bro. Speak to the government about it or cry.
You get me? The government needs some investment, man. That's all. If the government got the investment like all these other companies and these other football teams, maybe the NHS and all these things would get paid more. But I'm not even trying to get political on this channel. We
Yeah,
just talk
man,
about.
left the footballers with their money, man.
Yeah, man.
Get me?
We just talk football.
Football
What's his
is-
name? What was his name on the tweet?
Dana White.
Dana White, you're talking shit. I think we can all agree that was a wild.
It's just ignorance, innit? That's the
Yeah.
bottom line.
It's just
Man are
like,
talking about what they don't know about.
Yeah,
You get
man.
me?
Pretty
Chatting
much.
shit, bro.
get me? All them fighting skills. Get yourself on the pitch. You'll still get ran rings around. Your talent ain't doing nothing on that football
Maybe
pitch.
your USA team's got no talent.
Innit?
Yeah, maybe that's who's
How about
got
that
no
one? You
talent.
get me? But yeah.
Yazid. Well, that was tweet of the week, guys. Dana White just talking shit. Get in the comments. Let us know what you think about that one there.
Dana, 50 G's, baby. 50 G's. Check the scores before you come with your reckless talk.
Go check that.
Sending corn back to my team, I will banter yours. For the win, taking no L's, we don't do draws. Don't press pause, keep your ears peeled when Tessie talks.